by the way. So just tell me a little about yourself. Like, where are you from? When did you start doing music? Just like basic stuff.
I'm from New Jersey, South Jersey. I've grown up with music just being a part of my life. I've had a passion for it so long, and I never really got into piano though until I was around like 10. I got serious when I got my first keyboard, which I was like 11 maybe. And YouTube just happened actually through boredom. And obviously, I mean, I love music and singing, so I was like, maybe it can jumpstart something. But my friend Lauren actually convinced me to put up a video, because I'm telling you, when I say it was not my first choice, it was not. I was like, I don't want to do YouTube. It's like, because I guess nothing was really happening at the time. Like, I had seen people on YouTube before, and I was like, well, I don't know. I don't really know how well the music's getting out there. I just want like a lifelong career for myself, and I didn't want to mess anything up, and it was just really not what I was aiming for. And then I did it one day during the summer.
Just for kind of fun and boredom, out of boredom?
Fun, yeah, and of course, because it is my passion, it really is. So I did, and maybe like a month later, I put up Party in the USA, which like jumped everything from, a little bit of views to a lot, and that was like the first big video that I had really done, and put me on the map, I guess you could say. So that was my, how long was that? Like a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago.
Well, she is here taking your phone calls, got some of those on the way. Christina Grimmie taking over her song right now. Let's play it at Vice on Radio Disney. On right now, taking over Christina Grimmie, brand new artist going on tour later this summer with All-Star Weekend and Selena Gomez. Now, I found out one thing about you, Christina. You can't read music.
No, I can't. I attempted when I was younger. I actually played the flute when I was in band.
That's kind of like me. I played the recorder when I was in like junior high.
Oh yeah, me tue.
For music class.
Right, and that was probably the furthest I've ever gotten with reading music. I knew, note by note, and I would have to like really take time to figure it out. But now it's just kind of really out of my head. I don't try reading notes anymore, which is kind of sad actually, but I've developed my ear, I think, to a point where reading notes is kind of just pointless now, because I write my own stuff on piano by ear. I figure things out, and I would just rather stick to that than learning a whole new material.
So do you know the keys on the piano, like A, B, C?
Oh yeah.
G, so you write like G, A, B.
Oh, I don't write anything out.
You don't write anything out?
No.
Wow.
No.
What goes on, like, I guess you don't know either, but, like, I would love to learn how to write piano, or play piano by ear, and just, like, mimic songs.
Well, I mean, most songs today are just,
Very
4
simple.
basic chords anyway, so you just kind of pick a key that you want to do it in, and then it's just those 4 basic chords. And there's a couple extra ones, that you have to, like, throw in there. I especially like to do that, because I like to arrange my own music as well. Especially my telephone cover. It's about 3 chords, actually, throughout the whole song, but I like to spice it up and make it more complicated.
Yeah, that's what I noticed watching your videos, too, is that you do like to sort of add your own
Oh, yeah.
shout-outs in there just to make it fun for you.
Because, you want to make it a cover, like a cover, not like I'm going to copy the artist kind of thing. And especially because I don't have all the, recording stuff, and I want to keep it as amazing as I can without all the extra, like mic and programs and things like that.
But I think that's also, like, one of the other things that's sort of appealing is that you do sort of make it your own. Like, that's one of the things that you use to sort of make those songs that are, even though they are somebody else's and you're doing a cover of them, you sort of still make them your own and make them interesting for you.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Christina Grimmie taking over right now. Phone calls from the fans. Radio Disney, it's me, Ernie D. She's taking over right now. Her name is Christina Grimmie, brand new artist, going on tour with Selena Gomez and All-Star Weekend later this summer. All right, well, let's talk about, there's some exciting things going on with you right now.
Yes.
Lots of exciting things. What was your reaction when you found out you were going on tour with All-Star Weekend and Selena Gomez?
It was one of those shock moments that my parents, I think, were freaking out the most. I was just kind of sitting there like, okay. And so then, I found out at night, so I was just like, okay, in my head, my head exploded pretty much. But the next morning I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going on tour. Like, for how many days? Like 45 days, 30 cities. And it kind of hit me in the morning. My head totally exploded the night before, though.
It's almost like delayed reaction to, did you have a hard time sleeping that night?
No, but I woke up once in the night, probably just because I had to go to the bathroom. But it could be because my head just exploded.
Like, there's all these things going on. What am I going to do? hell is this going to be? Am I going to be on a bus? What do I need to take with me? Are you like planning now what you need to take with you?
Well, because I was just on the Digitour, which is a YouTube tour, I kind of know the essentials now, and I kind of know what I should bring, what I should not bring. Schoolwork being one of them. I actually forgot to bring all my books because I'm homeschooled, and then I had my aunt go to my house, get the stuff, come all the way to Baltimore, and drop it off to me. Yeah.
So what did Mom think when you said I didn't bring my books for school?
She gave me that look, like, how dare you? Like, almost like I meant to leave it home, but I didn't. I really didn't, because I don't want to have to be in school, quote unquote, any longer than I have to be. So,
Right.
I mean, I want to get myself done, I just didn't. So I didn't really.
More with Christina Grimmie on the way. Phone calls coming up too. Grace, you go see Selena Gomez in the Scene All-Star Weekend and Christina Grimmie in concert. You might hear that song right there, Love You Like a Love Song. Ernie D and Christina's taking over now. Now Christina, Ebony wants to say hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Christina, when you found out that you was going on the world tour with Selena Gomez in All-Star Weekend, how was your reaction?
It was very, say it. I was just very, at the time, in shock. So
Are there even words? Is it just like, ah! I'm excited, you know?
Yeah, there aren't any words. I think I just made them all up, actually. like
Like
that.
that. Ah!
Right. But, you know, it hit me the day after, and then that's when the real excitement kicked in. Of course, it was more like a bottled up reaction at first, because I was just like, a tour? Oh my gosh, I just found out. You know, I was living my normal daily life, and then I find out I'm going on tour with Selena Gomez. You know, it's not something you hear every day.
Music next from Colby Calais, Gleeka, Ernie D, and Christina Grimmie taking over right now. Obviously has a brand new album coming out, brand new song Advice for playing on Radio Disney. So what are your friends that have been helping you along in this, you know, music venture with you? What do they think of everything that's happening with you now?
My real friends, my real hardcore friends are insanely proud of me. Couldn't be more proud of me. And they've just been supporting me since day one of the YouTube thing when, you know, like I said, I didn't want to do it at first, but, you know, they, I think, saw something in me that I didn't at the time. So they've been very hardcore fans, but friends at the same time.
So when you are starting out like that, is it hard for you to sort of see and realize the things that are inside of you when somebody else sees you like, no, I can't do that. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely, especially with me, because I said no the first time my friend told me to put up a video. I was like, no, and it was months later that I did it, actually. So, you know, I really had to search myself in a corny way. I kind of just had to, you know, really think about it. Is this what you want to do the rest of your life? Then go for it. So I did, and now I'm here.
Crazy stuff. Colby Calais, Brighter Than the Sun. It's on Radio Disney now. You're taking over. All right, so let's talk about your song, Advice. What's the song about?
It's not just about what songs are mostly about today, which is about boys' feelings. It's more about
Boys and feelings
I'm
and
just
stuff like
saying,
that.
You know, like love. I mean, it could very well apply to that, but it's just about being yourself, and not in a corny, in a cheesy way. It's just about if you feel like you can't be yourself, it's almost ridiculous. Being yourself is all you really can do, because the minute you start being somebody else or acting another way because someone wants you to, it's gonna go downhill at some point. And this song just means a lot to me in that sense, because I have struggled in the past with being myself and finding who I am, and now, you know, I would like to think I'm very myself. You know, I've been taking so many emo comments you wouldn't believe. You're so emo. You know what? Fine, call me an emo. I guess that's kind of what I am then, if, you know, you had to put a label on it. But, you know, being yourself is everything.
Did it help you sort of to figure out sort of who you were as a person? Because, I mean, for a lot of, especially teenagers, that's like the whole point of being a teenager, is trying to figure out who you are and kind of what you're good at and what you're doing and pushing boundaries. Is that sort of kind of the idea?
Yeah, and it's, you know, the chorus is don't let go of good times. Let the bad ones know you feel fine. As in, don't hang on the negative things. You know, you have to, again, embrace yourself and embrace everything that's going on in your life, whether it's bad or good, you know. So, yeah, that song has definitely pushed me to be a better person all around.
And that's always a good thing. Christina Grimmie, she's taking over now. Phone calls from the fans. Still got some of those on the way. It's Radio Disney. Radio Disney has the star.
Just calls and picking it up when it's over. Don't be afraid, 'cause the chances are there for the take. But treasure the choices you make, and know when you must take it slower. You may think you've had
That's awesome. That was awesome.
I'm so excited for people to hear that. Other than live.
Who was the first person that you let hear that song?
Well, my mom, actually, because, you know, I show my mom everything. But my friends dig that song. They dig it. Usually, not to make myself sound like a depressing person, but I usually write really, you know, deep lyrics, you know, that could mean one thing or the other or whatever. So I think my friends and my family really dig it because it's very happy.
Phone calls from the fans, got more of those on the way. Songs or rap music.
I grew up listening to Christian music, so, you know, I didn't get to experience listening to, like, Whitney Houston and all that stuff. Christian music was definitely a great start for me because I am a Christian, and the lyrics I would write were relatively corny, I guess, for me, but not to say the Christian lyrics are corny, but growing up, you just have to feel it. It's whatever you feel. I would write everything from corny songs to, like, deep songs. Whether or not they're deep now, I don't know, because I was young and I thought that they were really good, but there's really no lesson. You know, you don't really sit down and be like, okay, this is how you write a song. I mean, professionals, yes, there is, but I think it's just all about how you feel and what you feel like writing, and it's all in your mind, and that's just what I did growing up.
Like, what do you listen to now, like, just for fun?
I listen to, like, literally all aspects, like everything, really. I don't some people, but I'm not a big country fan.
You're
also
not?
just because I don't.
How dare you?
I don't sing a lot of country. I'm sorry, but I do like the song "What Hurts the Most" by Rascal Flatts.
That's a good one.
It's so beautiful. And I covered that a long time ago, actually, on YouTube. But I listen to everything from rock to dance to pop to, like, just everything, really.
Like
There's
R&B,
really,
hip hop, that kind of stuff too?
Yeah, it's just kind of whatever. I'm really picky, actually, on certain songs, on what I really like. It's weird because I like a lot of that music, but I'm very picky at the same time. So it's very hard for me to find an artist where I like every single song.
Phone calls, got more of those. This is Christina Grimmie. She's here taking over right now. Now, it's becoming more and more mainstream that the way that you've gotten discovered is the way that everybody's sort of getting started now through the internet.
The internet is like taking over the world now. Everything, especially YouTube. I know so many people that have told me, I started YouTube because of, you know, your music and things like that. So I think it's inspiring, very inspiring, and just the fact that people are doing it so much, it's obviously working for, you know, people like Justin Bieber, great example. And it's helping a lot of artists really get their stuff out there, because you can't really, the internet is really strong, and people go to the internet every single day looking for talent. So I think people realize that and are doing that more and more.
Did you sort of not realize the potential?
No.
Like when you first started?
Oh, no, of course not. I didn't think I was gonna go anywhere. I didn't.
Is that, like, surprising to you that, you know, at the beginning you sort of had this idea that, you know, this is not gonna happen. It's gonna be, you know, I'll do it for fun when I'm bored one day, and now it's sort of grown into this.
Yeah.
Do you sit back and look like, that's the best thing that's ever happened to me?
Yes. You know what is even weirder is that day, yes, I was bored and I wanted to post a video, but at the same time, I either could do that or go hang out with my friend. So it's a darn good thing that I did not go hang out with my friend. So that's something I don't regret at all.
Christina Grimmie taking over right now. Phone calls from the fans.